It's your boy, Doberg. Yeah. Anyways, this is episode of Doberg's World, and it is August 21, 2023, y'all. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know why the fuck y'all laughing. That's y'all supposed to be clapping, not laughing. Motherfuckers need to be clapping. You feel me? Fuck you talking about? Ooh, yeah, I'm down for that kinky shit too. Ooh, yeah, baby. You know that I don't know what the fuck is this. I know that this shit is weird. Oh, and I want it.
I love it. I want some
more of it. Yeehaw. Alright, fuck all that bullshit. I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyways, nah, to be 100% blunt with y'all and transparent with y'all, I got this new soundboard. And so it's got some weird shit on it that the other one didn't have. But it came with the microphone, so like it has the same bullshit like the crows did, the gunshots, the clapping, the fucking laughing, that shit, typical shit. But it also has some weird shit like this shit. Bing, kinky shit, and diggy bullshit, and this shit, and this shit, and this shit, ooh, booze, ooh, yeah, typical gun shit, and the girls and all that shit. So yeah, that's all that is right now. Anyways, enough of that. I'm done fucking around with that shit. I'm just showing y'all motherfuckers that this is how I make Doberg's World with this soundboard and shit. But anyways, I need to update y'all because it's been about a month, give or take. Your boy Doberg has a track that's going to be released. I don't know when. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for leaking this information. It's exclusive. You finna hear it first. But there's a huge movement we got going on right now in the international field. Primarily Canada and the United States. We have a whole bunch of artists that have joined together to do a pro bono album. And in doing so, it has opened the door for networking, friendships, and just basically learning a lot more about music, which I have been taking this opportunity to learn how to better my craft and to better my quality of music. So the main message I want you guys to take away from this episode is that your boy Doberg has music in the works, and the quality is going to get better and improved. And by quality, I don't mean just sound and production. I mean deliverance, like how the song is delivered and shit through the vocals. I'm talking about lyrics. I'm talking about fucking wordplay, all that shit. Because I've learned that the best approach to making a track nowadays versus how I used to do it all the time, which was basically just go straight through it. You do your whole verse and then you do your ad-libs. But nowadays, if you do stem by stem by stem by stem, that shit just comes out motherfucking perfect. In fact, I learned this working with YGD Top Dog. Shout out YGD Top Dog and shit. That motherfucker do stems and shit. Sometimes just like 1-2 words at a time. Like that's a secret in the industry that music fans, those who just like to listen to music but don't create music, don't understand that there's a lot of technicalities behind this shit. And that's shit that I'm learning. Because when I first got into music, I was like, motherfucker, I don't know what a note is, what a motherfucking beat is. I don't know what an 808 is. I don't know what any of this shit is. But I know that I got motherfucking rhyming words, right? And I got motherfucking ears to hear and shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I based my shit off of. In fact, I did all that shit. You go back to Night Crime EP with Running with Rabbit, fucking the Night Crime Dedication, motherfucking all that shit. Remember the name? All that shit was done just basically simply off of me having software to record on and ears. I didn't know what the fuck. I didn't know you're supposed to land on the motherfucking 808 with your rhyme words. I didn't know none of this shit. I knew nothing about stems. I didn't know jack shittity shit out of the shittity shit. You know what I'm sizzle lacking? Thank you. Yeah. So I mean, I've come a long way, and that's the whole point. Is these new songs are gonna be dope as fuck. Now I'm gonna leak some information, and I'm gonna get in trouble for it, like I already said before. But when it comes to this album that we're doing internationally with the United States and Canada and shit, it's got artists from both countries basically. I also believe there are some artists that are not strictly from the United States or Canada, but there's a song that I'm featured on by Dilly Green, and the name of the track is called Simmer Down. And in fact, if you listen to that when it comes out, it's going to be fucking straight fire, yo. And I also have a primary song on that album that I'm working on as well. I'm going to keep that information under wraps for now because it's still fresh. In fact, I may be redoing the entire theme and song on my main song and shit. But that's all to be determined. And these projects I haven't spoken about because they've been in the making since, I don't know, May, March, somewhere around there. And I didn't know if any fruit was gonna come from it, but after I got the low key sample of Simmer Down, and I kind of mixed that shit a little bit myself, I was like, bruh, this shit is straight motherfucking fire. Yeah, fire as fuck. So I shared it with a few people, um, and a lot of good feedback. And in fact, the feedback is primarily like, damn, like your bars are getting better, your quality's getting better, your delivery's getting better. But really, what it is I'm taking advantage of the technicalities behind music, which there are technicalities. And again, that's not something that fans of music really understand or care about, right? They just have ears and they just want to vibe and they just want to relate, or they just have an emotion that they want to express through their music or that they're listening to. But they don't know that the artist has to go through a whole bunch of motherfucking bullshit. And not only that, but to actually be able to do this, it costs money. And to have money, like, you're as an artist, unless you're somebody famous or in the indie business and you're semi-famous like fucking Dax or like Tom McDonald, or the motherfuckers in the industry like 50 Cent, Eminem and shit, you ain't gonna be able to make a living off of this at all, period, point blank. You're gonna be lucky if you break even, because you gotta fucking look at it this way. There's marketing that goes into this shit. There's motherfucking social media that you constantly have to be on. And you guys know that I try my best to be on social media, but I'm not always able to do it. There's a networking that's required, and if you don't have a manager to manage all this shit for you, which by the way, managers require money. You have to pay them, and 9 out of 10 times, if not motherfucking 10 out of 10 times, they need to be paid a livable wage. So, right, so they can do this shit full time and still have money, because time is money, right? And that's why when it comes to this music thing, I do it because I love making music, and I also do it because it's rewarding. And yeah, every time you go and stream a song, I get a little change back from that. Now, granted, I'll be straight blunt and honest with all y'all motherfuckers. I am not getting rich off music. I am not making bling bling off this music shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it reminds me of this song. Fucking homie made I don't know what you want to call it, his own version of a fucking Eminem and Game song called Mufasa freestyle or some shit. And I think Game was on Westwood or something, and he was freestyling, talking about this rap shit ain't even how I'm getting paid. And it's so true. Like, you don't get paid off of rap unless your music, because the way it's designed nowadays with digital streaming platforms and people can pirate your shit, all that stuff. Like, it's not a business for like making money. It's something to do if you love, and you get a little change in exchange. You know what I'm saying? But if you go to gigs, if you are able to line up shows and memorize your lyrics and get DJs to want to play your shit, like that generates a little bit more money for you as well. Now again, ain't nobody I know personally is able to get by off music alone. Everybody has to have a job or some other sources of income. So a bit of advice for y'all, just if you have multiple lines of income, whether it be employment, investments, music, other avenues like podcasting, shit like that. Like get avenues of money to come in, and then put that money into investments and shit where it will grow. So that way your money is constantly fluctuating, and you don't even have to do nothing about it. Like you can sleep, and your money can grow overnight by investing. Now, obviously, when you invest, I'm not giving you investment advice. Full disclaimer, by the way. Like, seek financial advice from financial motherfucking professionals. But for me personally, like when I invest, that money will go up, it will go down, whatever, depending on how the market is, what you're investing in, shit like that. So, I always tell people, because a lot of people when they do music, you find out there's two types of people when it comes to music. There's people that really want to work, and by work, I mean it is work. You late nights making songs, marketing the songs, fucking SEO the songs, all this shit, and networking and fucking social media, all this shit. It's a lot of tedious work, right? You got people that are willing to put in that work and to learn and do it, and they're not getting much back from it. Trust me, they ain't getting shit back from it other than just the experience and maybe a little bit of money, but nothing to really fucking live on. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. And then you got the other type of motherfuckers who are like, yo, I just want to make music and shit and do this shit because this shit cool. Like, I just want to rap about bitches, hoes, guns, motherfucker blow. You know how I do it and shit like that. But motherfuckers don't realize that, like, yo, this shit takes work. So it's the moment that they realize, like, motherfucker, you got to put in work, like genuine work and shit, they just give up. You know what I'm saying? And then I guess there's a third type of people that, they know they have to put in this work for all this shit. And they do put in the work, but then they get fatigued and they want to give up. And so then they go on a hiatus, and then their fucking hype dies down and shit. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta just keep at it. Every motherfucker I've talked to, like people who've been in the game for years, motherfuckers who are in their 50s, same age as Eminem and shit, motherfuckers who've been in the industry and worked with Tupac and shit, they will tell you that if you're doing this music thing, like motherfucking get as much music out there as you can. Whether you think it's a dog ass or not, somebody's gonna like it. It's really it's about quantity over quality, because you really just want to get your name out there. If you're doing it for, to get some income, to do this shit because you love it, but also because you want some reward from it. You know what I'm saying? Um Now, obviously, you don't want to sacrifice quality, right? But at the end of the day, like, fucking, don't be a perfectionist. Don't be that dude who has like two or three songs and they've been motherfucking, just scratching every project they're doing. No, like, I have songs out that are straight dog ass, bruh. Like facts. And I got songs out that are fucking dope as shit, and that's facts. You know what I'm saying? But one man's treasure is gonna be another man's trash, and you never know which track that you put out is gonna end up being gold. In fact, some of the shit that when I go to my insights and I go and see where the fuck my shit's coming from, like who's playing what, from what website, from what search, all this other shit, I'm surprised. Like some shit that I feel like is dog ass, y'all motherfuckers really be liking, right? And some shit that I think is straight fucking fire as fuck, y'all motherfuckers ain't really fucking with. And that's just how it is, music is like food. And oftentimes it's not that people don't like your music, unless you're straight pure ass 24/7. It's just music is something of a drug, and it's something that people take in a sense to help them when they're having a certain emotion. They'll put on a certain song that correlates with their emotion. Um, Music's very emotional. You got a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, so music also relatable, right? Music that is inspirational and shit like that too. So, with that being said, I'm gonna be taking this next week or two to just fucking powerhouse through some songs because I got a shitload of beats where I gotta power through. Um, and kind of sort through all these beats because I got tons of beats with illegal rights and shit, and I gotta put them to use. I also got collabs on the way. That'll be a lot of my music lately, besides "Sleeping on Me," which released just recently, as you guys know, I've said. Has been features. I've been doing a lot of features, and that's good. That's actually a tactic that I'm implementing right now. But I really want to start working on, singles again and get working on an EP or something like that. And actually have motherfuckers featuring on my shit as well and doing it legitly. So stay tuned for all that. Y'all motherfuckers know who it is. It's your boy Doberg. I apologize for the delay in the Doberg's World motherfucking episodes and shit, but we back and we're good. And so yeah. So until next time, y'all motherfuckers stay blessed, stay safe, and motherfucking stay tuned for a lot more new shit coming. And best believe your boy Doberg working behind the scenes.